flowers the way you warm to a certain springtime formation. Do come on over. I've been trailing out amongst the ponds and how they are always leaning into themselves. That's something you wait for anyway, should you be so lucky. I can't know one until they are all known, smiling up, and you too. Convince yourself. I have never seen you so pleased and so uneasy. Who reflects in the cupboards and the dirty windows, and who noiselessly follows past the afternoon. I wish someone had offered some kind of skein, a little teaser for later on, but before the alarm sounds. Don't know how much more older I could get. And before all of that, before the constant and the arrivals and the arrivers, and the pre-constant, before I ever considered what materials there were to do, before that slight castanet or how we all make baskets. You know what I mean. God help us minuscule creatures, our traffic and chipped lawns. Before that, we. Practice cursing, thick as sieves. Who couldn't? Misnomer, formula. Leave it. Paroxysms for those with replete, greens to eggs. Show up. Corollaries and then their corollaries. Small infestation of child hucksters, your upchuck reasoning. Grill it. Leave it out. Drop out. Who went far afield? That's the man who slaved and caved, who could squeeze the life out of him. That's how we cook the cow around here. Can't stay old forever. Look. We have been 20 miles, 10 of them in, and we grounded down the mountains for patties, you never looking so fine in all your life. Track down those logs. Dip them back in the pond. We've looked long enough that the walls have molded out. Boy, what a way for a structure. I say, you give it all you want, and still by November, you're freezing in all those exposed collected parts. So you don't dare call it framed or eventful. The winter can calve on his own. You recognize that. It's a little come-over job. It's what all those loose clam husks have been coming from. And before he whisks it away, before he lays it all down beneath the sink and slouches toward, you don't know how you should consider that. You know? You can take it as a sort of vaginal canal, certainly not to be tampered with. Get love in all the ways you can figure. Avoid burglaries, carjackings. Grow up. Do the best you can. This is not the season for any kind of ocean or any kind of devotion. That was blasted in the last takeover. You've been running low, down to the bone, really. Can't mask that without a few phalanxes. Some meals in a basket. It's that sinking feeling of you as a few leagues, and where are they? Like I always say, grow and jerk across, and plus all the rest of those jerks too. Who does far reaches make sense to? Primrose morning, the tin can full of lard, leftover plastic wrap, and that shitty music. Bolted boxes, recall items, the sands of time. Made one with, cheered in choruses, your lackluster brother. I'll restate the bleaker side tomorrow, please. Got cramped up into kneading or sewing. Practice is a bastard. He has this way of coming into a situation feet first with a sack on and a brick, and I'll let you know too. Always afraid. Always excuses and misrenderings. Don't hold your breath desiring that, Bucky. Wait a minute. I'll mimic him. Are you ready? Here he is.
Fabricant, neoxalism, undulated, condition, coactitate, chantless, interpolarity, revitalize, particular, windlet, vectron.
Next. Hinges. Back and forth. In and down. Or comforter. Violent. Rescued in circles. The grim scheme. Take your base. Make your waste maker. Repeat. No is for people concerned with paper and toys and self-refereeing. Don't lose it. Crept upon us without no warning. If it upchucks here, I swear it. A glass vase brings up the beastly in all of us. God, I wish she had sang like she used to, the smell of fish and brightness. The season is closed for the season, however. We'll have to make our home elsewhere. Blow the catalytic converter, reminisce towards some bifunctional melodrama, screw the consequence. Unmask the situation, however it stands. Oh, you. Who said something to the effect of, who warbled on about the nasty weather, who slanted and slunk around the table. Who wished and cringed and begat and prorated and fought and wished and necked and stymied and forsook and wrenched and blazed and figured and doodled and contributed and massacred and said they felt perfect.